the depths that followed me. I'd been to the deepest place on Earth, the Mariana Trench. 7 miles of darkness, cold, and crushing pressure. You can't imagine how small you feel, sealed in a metal capsule with black water pressing in on every side. I was part of a joint research expedition, 2 submersibles, 5 people total. I was on Sub 1, piloting. It was my dream job. I thought nothing could scare me more than an imploding hull. I was wrong. We descended at dawn. The surface was calm, the Pacific sun cutting through glassy water as the crane lowered us. My heart hammered with excitement. I was about to glimpse something almost no one ever sees. It took over 4 hours to reach the trench floor. At about 30,000 feet, sunlight gave up. That's when you realize how far from home you are. The water turned thick and black, like oil. My instruments were the only light, soft green digits, quiet hums. Even my breathing seemed too loud. We were scheduled to take samples, check vents, film wildlife. Nothing unusual. Around 7:40 p.m., my sonar pinged. A brief flash on the screen. I thought it was an equipment glitch. Then it moved. Something darted across the display, too big, too deliberate. I called it in. Sub 1 asked if it was any visual on anything large, moving. Sub 2, manned by Dr. Klein and Yamada, reported nothing. But I wasn't. Another flicker, closer. A silver arc, smooth and fast. Not a fish. Not anything we knew. 2 points of pale light blinked, eyes. Then gone. The rest of the dive was uneasy. We stayed on schedule but kept glancing over our shoulders. Klein teased me over comms, but even he sounded off. Then the power flickered. Only for a second, but enough to make your stomach drop. Systems rebooted. Comms cracked. The silence afterward was alive somehow, like something listening. We surfaced hours later, shaken but pretending not to be. The night air tasted sharp. We laughed it off. But something stayed with me. Followed me home. The first night back, I dreamed of water inside my house, rising through floorboards, creeping down the hall. Clicking sounds, faint, like someone tapping glass from the other side. I woke sweating. My dog, Marley, wouldn't come near me. He stood in the doorway growling. The clicking didn't stay in the dream. It came from the drains, the dishwasher hum, the pipes. Soft at first, then distinct. A language too fast for me to understand. By week 2, the pets stopped coming inside. Even the cat hissed when I entered a room. One night, my reflection moved slower than me in the bathroom mirror. I blamed exhaustion. I hadn't slept. But I started finding things wrong, food missing, doors unlocked. I live alone. Then the clicking came from upstairs. I don't have an upstairs. I considered calling Klein. What would I say? That something followed me up from the bottom of the Pacific? No one would believe it. Not until I saw it. It was raining. I was in the kitchen when I heard wet footsteps on tile. Slow, deliberate. Knife in hand, I froze. The clicking came again, close enough to feel in my teeth. I turned. And there I was. Same face. Same clothes. Dripping water, black as oil, pulling under its feet. Its lips didn't move, but the clicking poured out like a broken metronome. My heart nearly stopped. It smiled, almost, and tilted its head like Marley used to when I asked if he wanted to go outside. I ran. Locked myself in my bedroom, lights on. I could hear it walking through the house, dragging wet footprints, humming that awful clicking sound. It didn't try to break in. It didn't need to. I think it's waiting. I stayed at a motel for a week. That didn't help. Wet footprints on the bathroom tile. I saw myself in passing cars, watching. Once, I swear, I heard it laugh. Last night, I went home. I'm done running. I set up cameras. Every angle covered. If it wanted to haunt me, I'd have proof. I sat in the dark, waiting. The house was silent except for my breathing. Then the clicking started, louder than ever. The feeds flickered. One by one, the cameras went black. Except the one pointed at me. I watched the screen as something stepped into frame behind me. It smiled. And the feed cut to static. I don't know who's writing this now. Maybe it copied more than my face. Maybe it copied my hands. If you ever go that deep, remember, the trench doesn't keep secrets. It collects them. And sometimes, it sends them back.